All right, here we are. We're with Kathy Blackmore. Kathy's had about 20 years worth of theater experience here in the Tulsa area. She's worked for lots of different theater companies, Theater Tulsa, Heller Theater, Clark Theater, you name it, she's worked for it. We also have the pleasure of having Kathy worked as stage manager for both this show and the last show that was a collaboration between Theater Tulsa and Clark Theater, a show called Up the Down Staircase. So Kathy, tell us a little bit about what goes on backstage and some of the responsibilities you have to try to get the shows underway.
We have to try to make sure all the props are in their proper place and the stage is set properly so when the actors come on, they can find everything they need to do their job.
Frank works for Heller Theater and Clark Theater. He has done lots of theater throughout the ages. He's done theater for ORU and some theater in Texas, and we're blessed to have him here in Tulsa. And he worked with Theater Tulsa and Clark Theater last year and got us the Tate Award, by the way, for Up the Down Staircase. Now he's back to direct the Crucible. So Frank, I know that you were there when they did this show, and Clark did this show back in 2004. What do you see as the major differences between the two?
Well, when Clark did it in 2004, it was an all-teen cast. And so the major difference is that all the adult roles are played by adults. And that gives us the opportunity to explore some of the more serious issues of play a little bit more deeply.
And what kind of message are you going to try to get across in this production?
Well, the reason why this happened historically, of course this is all based on historical events, is essentially people's reaction to fear. People react to fear in ways that, in this case, cause people to be hung, cause people to be imprisoned. As opposed to trying to understand something, they lashed out. They retreated. I think the message of this play, and unfortunately it's a message that never goes out of date, is that when you're confronted with the unknown, when you're confronted with the unexplained, you have two choices. And one choice is to be afraid of it and to try to destroy it. And the other choice is to try to understand it and to have courage in the face of the unknown. So essentially I think that's the message of the play.
What was the funniest thing that happened to you? What was the most interesting or funny thing that happened to you? Can you think of something off the top of your head?
Well, yeah, it would have been when we had an accident in a rehearsal and our director kind of got hurt. And it wasn't funny at the time, but I can laugh at it now.
So I guess he's doing okay now?
He's doing great. He's actually the director
Crucible this year, you think?
Well, of course, our last year we had a guy named Tony who was a producer, and a guy named Tony who was doing our lights, and we don't have him this year, so that's an unfortunate thing. But I think we have things lined up, and I think it's going to be a great show.
All right, we've been talking to Frank Gallagher. He's the director for the Crucible. And the Crucible, tell us the dates of the Crucible.
The Crucible opens on November 13th and plays the 13th, 14th, and 15th at the Tulsa PAC, Lady Dunges. And the next weekend it plays the 19th, 20th, and 21st.
And if I want to get tickets, where can I get some tickets?
You'd have to call the Tulsa PAC ticket office.
596-7111. Or there's a website, I think.
Yeah,
www.
myticketoffice.com.
Right. And if we want more information about the show, what's some websites we can go to look it up?
ClarkTheater.com would be your number one place, I'm sure. And then Theater Tulsa, also theatertulsa.org, I believe, is their website. And you should always check out tacta.net, TACTA.net, for all the latest in theatrical goings-on in Tulsa. We think about where the body is contained when we're on the ground, sprawling. We think about spreading out as much as possible, so you're actually separated now for the first time. Okay? That means I keep focusing Emma out because she's the one who has the farthest to go. Okay, but that means you can stay separate. Then we have to think about not doing too much noise. And then the new thing you have to think about is that sometimes you have to keep your face up. Okay? So that if you're always face down in the dirt here, that also isn't good. So, and then at the same time you have to act like totally insane people. Okay? But actually, it's less of that last and more of all four of the others. If you really get into all four of those others, then it's really less chaotic and much more controlled, and you'll be able to do all those things.
Okay, but like, for the face thing, like, occasionally you can like put it down, but then like you have to like have it up.
Occasionally up. I don't think you can have it up mostly. but I need to see faces like off and on all the way through that scene because it lasts over a minute. So I need to see faces. Yeah. Ronald has always struck me false. She is.
You will not. Be gone. Be gone, I say.
What is it, child? What's there? Child! Girls, why do you...
It's on me. Behind the rafter.
Where?
Why do you come, yellow bird?
Where's the bird? I see no bird.
My face? My face?
Mr. Hale, be quiet. Do you see a bird? Be quiet.
God made my face. You cannot want to tear my face. Envy is a deadly sin, Mary.
Abby!
Oh, Mary, it is the black art to change your shape. No, I cannot stop my mouth. It is God's work I do.
Abby, I'm here!
They're pretending, Mr. Danforth.
Oh, please, Mary, don't hurt me.
Her claws. She's stretching her claws.
Oh,
Lies, lies.
Mary, please don't hurt me.
I'm not hurting her!
Give me a whip. I'll stop it.
You're not hurting!
There's no
Stop it! Stop it!
A little while ago, you were
Stop it!
together. With the power. What's wrong with you, mister? Why did you turn about this past 2 weeks? You have seen the devil, have you not? Mary, stop being a liar. You have seen the devil, have you made contact with Crucible, have you not? God damn liars, Mary. What are you? What? You will confess yourself or you will hang. Do you know who I am? I say you will hang if you are not following me. Mary, remember the angel Raphael. Do that which is good and...
The wings! The wings are spreading! Mary, please don't! Stop! She's going to come down! She's wanting to be!
She sees nothing!
She sees nothing!
Abby, you mustn't! Abby, you mustn't! I'm here! I'm here!
Mary, Warren, draw back your spirit out of them.
Mr. Danforth!
Mr. Danforth!
Have you compacted with the devil? Have you?
Never!